Well, as promised, I'm going to do a little video here on how to treat this rabbit behind me here with ear mites. Show you what I do for that. What I've got is a little cup here with a little eyedropper. Just you can buy it at the drugstore for $1 or $2. This cup's got some mineral oil in it, and maybe just a couple of drops of tea tree oil to kind of help with relief from the itching and scratching and some of that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is fill this eyedropper up, and I'm just going to drop it in her ears. Now I read all kinds of things about put a drop in their ear and then massage it in, and I'll tell you what, it's darn near impossible to massage my rabbit's ear once I put this stuff in it. She goes nuts. She does not like it. So this is going to be pretty exciting to watch on camera probably. But I'll drop a little bit of drop in both ears. She's going to scratch at it and shake it around enough. It's going to coat everything. What the mineral oil does is it suffocates the mites, so they end up dying. So now, before I do this, I will tell you, there's a life cycle. It's like fleas or anything else that you have to treat your animals for. You're going to kill all the adults, but they've laid eggs, so there's eggs left behind, and they're going to hatch, and they're going to become ear mites as well. So you want to treat her every day, every other day, for probably about a week, and then do it again in about 2 weeks, even if they're not showing any signs. In about 2 weeks, treat them one more time. And that's usually sufficient for me. I've read all kinds of things about treat them for 30 days or whatever. If you have a persistent case that keeps coming back, then by all means follow that. Treat them at least every other day for about 30 days. But usually I'll treat her once a day for 2 or 3 days, and I'll give her about 2 weeks, and I'll give her one last treatment. And usually that takes care of everything. So anyway, your mileage may vary though, and if you have a really bad infestation, this is another reason to use wire cages. There's nowhere for the mites to really nest in the wire cage. If you use wooden cages or have lots of straw in there, then your rabbits can get, or the mites can nest up inside that straw, and or inside the wood, and you'll have a much harder time getting rid of them. You'll have to sanitize the cages and all, but I've never found that necessary with my wire cage. So anyway, let me get to it. I'll see if I can get the camera situated where you can kind of watch what I'm doing, and I'm probably going to block the camera a little bit, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to grab a hold of her and hold her, because there's no way she's going to let me do this without me holding her. Drop a couple of drops in each ear, and then leave her be. That's all I'm going to do. So let me get the camera over here, and hopefully you can see. All right, let's see if she'll hold a little bit still, and I can do this without blocking all the whole camera view. She's not going to like that, so what I'm going to do is just kind of pet her for a minute, get her calm down, cover her eyes a little bit. She'll be pretty calm until I put the first drops in the first ear. There. Now put another drop. Oh, there she goes. She does not like that. So anyway, that's really all you got to do. Just a drop or two in each ear. It's okay. She's gonna scratch and fling that stuff around, and she'll get her ears coated, and that'll take care of it. One thing I will mention, you do not, under any circumstance, try to pick those scabs off. They'll flake off on their own. They'll come off on their own. There's no reason for you to do it. You're going to do more damage than good. And anyway, should see in about a week, those scabs should pretty much all be gone. And like I said, I'll treat her again in about 2 weeks to make sure they don't come back. And then I'll just keep an eye on her and make sure that she doesn't have a reinfestation. So. Okay, move. I gotta close the door. There you go. I think she's kind of realizing maybe that I'm doing that for her own good and not quite as mad at me. Until she starts scratching again. That's about all there is to it. Like I said, there are all kinds of other remedies for ear mites. I'm sure they all work. There's pesticides you can go to the feed store and buy, and they do a good job. I've used them before, but honestly, these are my meat rabbits, and I do care about my rabbits. I don't want them to be uncomfortable, and I don't see any reason to expose them to pesticides or any of those kinds of things if I don't have to. And this natural remedy, mineral oil, works perfect. There's no reason to use anything else. It works great. I have heard about using things like WD-40 in their ears, and I've heard great results with that, but again, mineral oil works, so I'm not sure I want to put all the chemicals in WD-40 in my rabbit's ear either. So hopefully that helps a little bit and you get some ideas, but that's pretty much it. I'm just going to leave her alone, treat her again in a couple of days, and again a couple of days after that until they're gone. So hopefully that helps a little bit. You learned something, and again, if you have comments, questions, anything, if I forgot to mention something or whatever, leave it in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And thanks for watching. God bless.